Welcome back to another episode of the Glory Hunter Career Mode here in Atalanta now in our fourth and almost final season. We have one more season after this to win everything. We are in the league with Italy now with Atalanta on our quest to win the Serie A and the Coppa Italia. But as you can see on your screen there, we are 10 points behind Inter Milan, who currently sit first in the league. If you did miss it, last episode we went ahead and took down Furlop in the Cup. We went ahead and kicked that off against Furlop in the Cup. We quick sim all these other league games in which we won and draw that one game against Udinese. We then went ahead and drew against Fiorentina. We played both legs of the round of 16 against Sporting, in which we won 5-2 on aggregate. We ended it with the quick sim against Genoa, in which we lost 2-1. And then for me, preparing to get to the start of this episode, which is the start here against Coppa Italia in the semifinals, we lost to Cremonese on a quick sim 1-0. So back-to-back losses see us now 10 points behind the mark, which honestly has me questioning either focusing on the league at all, because there's no way we're going to come with a 10-point distance back to reach Inter Milan. We do play Inter Milan there, so that is only 3 points that we can get back from them. We also play AC Milan back-to-back to end the season. That's actually insane. We are more than likely now going to go ahead and play Fiorentina, play both legs of Celtic, and possibly play either Roma or Fiorentina second leg. We might just quick sim the league game. We might just forfeit the league in all honesty, but we are going to kick things off here in the semifinals of the Fiorentina matchup. And in fact, I'm not going to play it. We are going to tactical view it. So all that talk, I'm a tactical view. I'm going to play Lazio. I'm going to play the both legs of the Celtic match, and then we'll probably end the episode there. Maybe we'll see how things are. We're in tactical view the first leg here, and hopefully pick up a decent enough win. This is a two-leg affair in the semifinals, so we do have two chances to obviously come out on top and get into the final. I would love to at least win one trophy in Italy if we could. Might not be a league, but it definitely could be the Coppa Italia. The hardest team left is AC Milan. They won their first leg 4-0. Diallo! 1-0 for Atalanta. We have the breakthrough in the 25th minute here. And the boys in the white and blue get the job done. And it's Diallo, the young Spanish man, to get it done here. At least in the first leg of the semifinals. It's very early into the game as well. We still have tons of game to play. Vitaroku's shot was initially saved. And then Diallo has an easy tap in which he just slots into the back of net. I don't know why they're doing all these camera angles for an easy tapping goal. But hey ho, that's what FIFA does. 1-0 for Atalanta. And they might come straight back down our throat to equalize as Cucho. A little bit of mix around possibly with the defense there, not getting rid of the ball. It's Acosta now, and his shot saved by Carnesci. Pulisic! I keep missing the goals. I look down at my phone every time we actually score. It's Christian Pulisic to make it 2-0 right before the break here for Atalanta. And if we keep going like this, we might not have to play that second leg at all. It's Giovanni Reina into Pulisic, and Pulisic just slots it into the back of the net right before the break. And we take the lead twice, or double the lead, I guess. And that is game over. A 2-0 win in the first leg here against Fiorentina. We will happily take that, going back home with a 2-goal advantage on our quest to win the Coppa Italia here. We're going to do a dumb thing here in quick sim. If we don't win this game, we will not focus on the league anymore at all. We need Inter Milan to lose games. We need them lose. We need them to drop 10 points anyway. We can only take 3 points off of them, but we can only gain on them. We lose 3-0. The season is over. We're not going to win the league season here. We are going to go ahead and quick sim this game here against Lazio and do a dumb thing of quick simming it. If we do lose it or drop points, we will not focus on the league season anymore. We will kind of just concede that fact. We won't win it. We need Inter Milan to drop 10 points anyway. That's never going to happen. But the season at least stays alive for that little bit longer. We will at least stay 10 points behind the minimum. Hopefully if they can drop points and we can gain on them. That is the best of both worlds. Obviously unlikely because of Inter Milan. They only dropped 2 games this season. I don't see them really dropping any more until they maybe face off against us. Saying that they did just lose. Saying that they did just lose. Who did they lose to? They lost to Salernitana. How do they lose to 16th place Salernitana? That's insane. Hellas Verona has been woeful this season. Inter Milan, we are now not 10, but 7 points behind them. So we have a little bit of a gap there where you can get 3 points. So what is that, 4? We need them to drop 4, realistically. But we are going to go into this game now here against Celtic in the first leg. This is their team. They have Palma, Solanke, Tayayo, Holm, Martinez, Rio, Johnson, Carter, Vickers, Scales, and Taylor as their starting 11. They have O on the bench. They have Justin. I'm assuming James Justin are not the greatest team for the Celtic team here. We're going to jump into it. Hopefully get the first win. Maybe get enough big enough win that we can quick sim the second leg. Palacios, Roku, Diallo, back to Roku, we'll find the back of the net. It's 1-0 for Atalanta, and we take the lead here against Celtic 28 minutes into the game now. Diallo, pass intercepted by Holmes, straight into the path of Palma. Palma now in the box. He'll get cut back against the defender. Into Holm. Shut down by Ezekiel. Palma now. Shot blocked by Teta. Can we hit him on the counterattack? Diallo. Down to Roku. Back into the path of Diallo. There's Pulisic making that run. Can we slot that in between both defenders? Yes, we can. Christian Pulisic now. Can you find the back of the net? Yes, you can. It's 2-0 for Atalanta. We hit him on the counter. And we double the lead here. We will happily take Diallo. Palacios, Reina, first time finish, an awful first time finish there. And we will go into halftime up 2-0 here in the first leg against Celtic. Roku sending it down the flank for Diallo. Last kicks of the game, Diallo. Teta of all players, Teta across for Gio, and that is 3-0 for Atalanta. No clue why our right back is playing the right winger at that role, but hey ho, it works out. It's 3-0 for Atalanta, and we can now simulate through that second leg of both fixtures here, which means we can get into more action. We could possibly play the first leg of the semifinals in today's episode as well. It's the second leg here. We can go ahead and simulate through it. We'll jump in if need be, but I have a feeling we won't need to. And a very boring second leg sees us win 3-0 on aggregate after a 0-0 stalemate. They technically had the shots and chances. We only had one shot. We didn't have the possession at all, but they just couldn't convert their chances. And we move on to the semifinals of the Europa League. Now, in between the two games there, we did go ahead and quick sim a league game in which we drew, which now means Mr. Inter Milan are not 10 points. They're now back to 9 points ahead of us. We have a big game against Roma. We might end up playing here against Roma just to see what we can do. I gotta hope Inter drop points. They just have to. Do they play AC Milan at all in the time being? They play Cremonese, the team that beat us, but they won't lose to them. They play Fiorentina. That could be a decent game that they drop points on. I'm trying to look for Inter versus AC Milan. In all honesty, they play Torino. Inter versus Milan. They play us, obviously. And then the final game of the season, they won't play AC Milan. They already played AC Milan. Their final game of the season is against Bologna, who is currently sitting all the way down in 17th. Okay, well, that's interesting. Oh, and we play Spurs in the semifinals. And we are going to go ahead and simulate through this game here against Fiorentina of the second leg of the Coppa Italia semifinals. We'll end the episode off against Tottenham first leg, and the next episode will probably be the season finale. And Victor Roku triples the lead in the 14th minute. O'Reilly with the quick equalizer on the game and cuts the lead back to 2 for Bergolanto. Bergolanto for Atalanta. And Victor Roku to seal the deal with less than 10 minutes left to go. It's 4-2, 4-1 on aggregate, 2-1 on the day. And there it is, a 2-1 win on the day, a 4-1 win on aggregate. We are into the final of the Coppa Italia, and we will be taking on AC Milan. We have essentially written off Serie A, winning the Serie A, so we are quick simming games here that don't matter. Viteroku with the brace there. And this is Tottenham's lineup to end the episode here. We'll play the first leg. They have Vicario, Pedro Portos, Romero, Rudiger, Delo, Zay Emery, DePaul, Forteste, Kuleveski, Jimenez, and Heung-min Son. They have Madison, Jimenez, Mateus Nunez, Jonathan David, Correa, Rodon, and Whitman as their bench players. This is going to be an insanely hard task to beat, but hopefully we can. And our team is tired, so Guendouzi is going to get taken off for Gutierrez, and Burgiano is going to get taken off for Hato. Delo, he goes near post, and Tottenham have the lead. They have the breakthrough. And Jimenez is going to come now. Jimenez is going to double the lead for Tottenham, isn't he? Yes, he is. Jimenez to double the lead. He does. It's 2-0 for Tottenham. And our Europa League campaign might be coming to an end. And this might be the failure of the season. This might be the worst. This is definitely the worst season I've played. Giovanni Reyna turns off defenders. Giovanni Reyna now into the box. Gio Reyna saved. Roku finishes it. It's 2-1. There is a chance we level things back up. 10 minutes left to go. And Victor Roku's last involvement in the game is at least a goal, possibly saving game there. And maybe not. I can't score 2 goals against him now. Hato. Down to Nketiah. Eddie Nketiah now. Can you turn and go? Eddie Nketiah against your former fierce rivals. Eddie Nketiah. 3-2. And we will go into the second leg next episode. Only down by 1. Eddie Nketiah gets the job done against his fierce old rivals. And we're going to lose the game 3-2. But honestly, that goal right there felt like a win. So they can celebrate it all they want. But we are going back to Atalanta Stadium to take on Tottenham next episode, in which hopefully we can come back and at least we gotta score 2 goals there again. We just can't let them score 3 or 1, honestly. We'll see what happens next episode. Next episode is going to be the season finale as well. It's going to be a long one, maybe. It could end up being a long one. What do we have on store? We have... am I going to play Inter or AC Milan? We might just play the second leg of this Europa League game. We might just play the final of the Coppa Italia. And then if we are in the final of the Europa League, we'll play that. If not, we'll play AC Milan again. Actually, if not, we'll play Inter Milan. So next episode, the goal is to play Tottenham and play AC Milan and then play the Europa League final here as well. If we fail to win against Tottenham, we'll end up probably just playing AC Milan and ending the season, in all honesty. I will see y'all there next episode. Leave a like, subscribe, and peace out.